How's it going, everyone? I'm going to show you all of the essential smokes for CS2 Overpass as fast as I possibly can. So starting off with a simple bank smoke, you can come right here into this corner along this bench and just do a simple jump throw right at this little divot here in the umbrella. And as you can see, that's going to go all the way up here. It's going to bounce up and land right in the center of bank, fully smoking off this position here in the corner of the dumpster, all the way over to this area in the side right here. It's pretty much the perfect bank smoke. And from that exact same position, you can just go up and to the right of this little vent here and just do a simple jump throw. And that's going to go all the way up here. And it's going to land right about here at the top of the stairs. And it should expand out to where there's no way they can peek any position right here. And if you get a teammate to drop you smoke, you can throw both of those for your team for the A hit. It's also super important to know how to smoke off dumpster from divider right here. So you come right here into this position and go in between this little dark spot on the wall, this dark spot right in the middle, and do a simple jump throw. And that's going to go all the way up here. It's going to bank off this trash can and do the exact same thing, smoking off all of dumpster. The reason that one's important is because from that exact same position, you can jump throw with a molly right into this position and then throw a flashbang right here at this little intersection. That's going to be the A-site God flash paired with a molly that's going to get all this area right here behind truck. And that flash, it's going to pop to where it's not going to blind your teammates as they run up while simultaneously blinding pretty much every position on the A-site. So moving on over to long, if you want to smoke off bank or the kind of jump up dumpster area, I would say the easiest way to do that is by coming right here into this corner. And for the kind of dumpster jump up smoke, you go up into the right of this little pillar here, very top right corner, and do a W jump throw. And that's going to go all the way up here, bank off of the sidewall, and it's going to land right about here and fully smoke off this position just like that. So it's pretty easy to remember. For the bank one, it's a little bit trickier because you're going to have to pick a little spot on this wall. The easiest one to remember and to find for me is I find these two little darker stones here that are kind of similar looking. And down to the left of them, there's like a little gap, a light spot, and I'll jump there right in the middle of that. And as you can see, it's going to bank off this back wall here and perfectly smoke off bank without leaving a gap on either of the sides here. I'll go ahead and show that again. It is a little bit tricky. It may take you a second to find that, but I'm able to very consistently find these two rocks, find the gap, and throw it. So it's just going to take a little bit of practice and kind of figuring out where and how to look for those two rocks right there. Now moving on over to the B side, I'm going to show you every single way that I know how to smoke off heaven, starting off with a very fast out of spawn kind of rush smoke for that. So you go right here into this pillar and you're going to aim at the top right of this plank. And you're going to do a run jump through the second that this part of the shadow gets off of your screen. Shout out to Louis CS2 for this one. We're going to aim right here and just do a run jump through right about now. It's going to go all the way up here. It's going to go under the bridge and land right here directly into heaven, just like shown. So anytime you're doing a very fast B hit, that's a great way to split up that angle right there on heaven. And for the good old classic water lineup for heaven, just get stuck right here along this board and just aim in the bottom left of this triangle here. It's going to every single time land all the way up here and fully smoke off heaven. In another quick and easy lineup, if you're coming out of connector, you can get stuck right here into this position, aim at the very bottom of where this pole intersects with the yellow sign, and boom, just like that, you're going to get another very similar heaven smoke. And from that exact same position, you can jump through a smoke at this little top of the fence here, and that's going to end up smoking off your cross to where you don't have to worry about any of those angles on graffiti or people, tucked down there in the back side of sight. It's a super good smoke to be able to throw if you want to quickly transition from water onto a B hit, especially once you get your teammates grouped up. It's also super easy to throw that exact same smoke on the fly by just left-click run throwing at the pole where it intersects with the generator here. Really anywhere. You don't have to be in any specific location. As long as you can see that and you just run through at it, it's going to land right there in that position. I definitely recommend throwing that anytime you're pushing out because it can really, really save a round, especially if your teammates don't really know too many smokes on Overpass. And if you're ever moving super quick for a B rush, you can get stuck into this corner right here and just do a simple left click throw where this line would intersect with the top of this bar here. So just right up here and do a simple left click throw. You then come up to the front of this barrel, crouch, and throw that exact same lineup, and you're going to end up smoking off the center of sight as well as the little cross right here so that if you push up through water really quickly, you have a ton of cover to be able to come up here and plant. And it also serves as a great smoke for anyone moving up here towards pillar. Of course, you're still going to have to worry about heaven a little bit. You don't have to worry about any of the angles back here on this area of sight. So it's a super good little smoke set that you can throw. If you pair it with a heaven smoke, it's almost the perfect sight hit. And finally, another super useful smoke that I throw a lot at the beginning of the rounds is I'll come right here into this position, just anywhere, right along this wall, and I'll do a jump throw at the middle of this little caution sign, and that's going to go all the way up here, and it's going to smoke off the front of bathrooms to help you take that early control as you're taking space at the beginning of the round. So yeah, these were all the smokes that I consider to be absolutely essential for CS2 Overpass. If you think I missed one, let me know down in the comments below, and maybe I'll add it into the next Overpass video that I make.